Yes, sir. I think everything is right. Let's just double check for the reduce, immersive. Yes. And simulation. This needs to be lower. Sorry. On. Yes. Ready. Yo, Alfie. Well, that's rip. I'm about to comment, so you don't have that much with me, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah. If you could say, if you need, yeah, I guess look if you might. Yeah, I don't know if I. No, yeah, I don't know my setup out of my head, so that's the problem. What wings you driving? Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what will happen. Hey, bro, good luck, mate. Yep. Very good evening, everybody. Welcome here in Bahrain for round number 2 in the Vgpr Tier 2. This is the last race we have for this week before we head out for race week number 3, where all the drivers will go to different tracks. We have Tier 1 going to Japan. I think Tier 3 going to Kota, and same is for Tier 2, also going to Texas in the USA. So we'll see what will happen there. But for now, it's just stress, and drivers will try to get the win here in Bahrain. Yeah, last time in Australia with Jacob taking home victory at a very good drive from him. So we'll see. I will be able to make it another win from him, as yesterday in Jeddah it was for Tier 1. It was a photo finish we had again in Jeddah. This is not as close as we had previously, but we love our photo finishes here in VGPR, as we are going green. And the green flag is stays for one qualifying session we have. We're not doing full qualifying, otherwise we will be here for an hour or two, which I don't want to do again. 20 drivers. We have a full grid, which is good to see. Yesterday we had 18 drivers, couple reserves of Tier 2, but we'll be driving as it will be probably Bahrain tricky circuit. It's great it's hard to overtake actually on this game. Real life it's pretty easy to overtake, but in this game it's pretty hard. The airstrom trains form pretty quickly here because of 3D airstrom and not that many slow corners to gain that much time. As for turn 1 is the corner you gain the most time, of course, with the slowest corners getting the best amount of time. As we see, I think it's Trout, the leading Mercedes, it will be leading the pack. So we'll see what will happen. Are people not locking up, or what's happening? Oh no, but I need to check something real quick. Oh, I fucked up. Oh shit. Oh, this is not good. Oh fuck. Well, you fuck up the settings, and we need to retire. So everyone's retiring, so we'll be lobby reset. This is not the best way to go with it. So yeah. Alright, we are back. There was an issue because ABS was off, and not everyone here can drive with ABS off because most of them have a skill issue. No, it's just because they're not that sweet. So this will be something that we gotta watch out for. I am quickly going to grab the results of the previous race. I'm gonna see what happens because we still have the results. Because Australia hasn't been results of Australia have not been like firmed in yet. That's because of some laziness in the FIA, which we do not appreciate. I think there are a couple tickets that we still also need to do, but yes, stuff happens. Completely dry in Bahrain, as you expect. There's no rain here. It's pretty weird if it rains here, to be honest, but you never know, because sometimes shit go crazy. But if you grab the results of a previous race, which was a week ago exactly. We grab the results from a week ago, and then we have Jacob as the championship leader, Leclerc becoming second, with CJ becoming P3, Lewis is P4, IC with his Epic Gamer is P5, and a Pro is P6 for Mercedes, and Vgpr and Lexi is P7. Ruben is P8 and Zane is P9. The rest of the drivers who race for DNF. So there, I think we have Cloudy Popcorn as the first one to be out of many drivers. So we'll see what he can do for a lap time around Bahrain. Very tricky circuit, of course. Especially with ABS off, it's very tricky, especially turn 10. It's very... Jacob getting a 5-grid penalty, colliding with Ruben. Well, that's gonna suck, because, yeah, that's not something you would like to start off the weekend if... I don't know where Ruben is currently. Yeah, Ruben is before. I don't know what happened with there, but Cloudy is the first one of many, because everyone here is stuck in a train. We see everyone here trying to avoid each other. Well, we're going to see what will happen. Cloudy is still the first one of it. Then we have the both Mercedes. They are really close to each other. I hope they take more time. But we'll see what Cloudy Popcorn will do for the first lap. Down to turn 1 and go. Hard braking around the 120 meters. Try to turn it well. Try to get the apex nicely. Get a lot of the inside curb. Don't invalidate on the entry or the exit. DRS is open, and then we go to the second straight. So we'll see what will happen with Cloudy. This will be a 28.5 as the first sector, as we see Aston Martin driving slowly. I think that is Leclerc. So we have, this is because Dave is still in the pit lane. As Cloudy on board with down to turn 10. It's hard. You can hear a little bit the car locking up, but we'll see what he will do. Nothing too shabby. It looks very clean for Cloudy at this point. We'll see what he can do. As I said many times before. And it's down to turn 12. The turn that's actually very dangerous in previous F1 games. This game is not that dangerous. As turn F121 actually, I played it a couple days ago. I went through the turn, I didn't hug the inside curb. I think I just lost my rear like so many times. That's quite crazy. But the grip on this game is also pretty different with how sharp the front of the car is. Gasoline will go for 128.8 is the first lap. They will try to go and beat. That's the benchmark. We'll see who Jojo has an validation. I think the Mercedes duo of Anner and Trout will be next to the line. Trout going fast with 127.3. Trout with 129.0. Svenske 129.0. Zane 129.6. We see Timo gliding with a 128.6 and CJ with a 128.5. As we see also, I think IC 129.0, Lewis 128.362. I'm trying to figure out who's sending lap times. Alfie with 129.0, Eddie with a 129.3 going wide turn 1. It's also Svenske. I covered him already. I think even I think this is for the F1 currently. We have L11 drivers with a time. Jojo is going to another lap time. Ruben is in the pit lane. Will exit now. Dave has also validation in the first couple of corners. Jacob is out. Steffi Boy 128.1. Dude, that's faster than his rival. Leclerc is purple sector 1 128.3. Is not faster than the other previous sector 1 times. Could be because of low downforce, because turn sector 1 is lowing. Sector 2 is where you need the downforce. The other sector 2, I think that's just a car driving slowly, as Leclerc will ride on board with the Aston Martin driver. I like the car, the Aston car. It's very pretty. I haven't not actually driven a league race properly in his car. Leclerc going wide in the entry. That will probably cost him a little bit of time. As the other sector 2, I think it's just the Alpine and the McLaren going. So purple sector 2 for Leclerc. Leclerc on a flyer now. The track evolution is also a thing here, because expect the times to go in the 127 mids or maybe even the lows if some people like really cook here. Personally, I did a 127.1 actually. This was in GTR, our sponsorship league. If you want to join it for the Dutchies, as Leclerc is going 15 thousandths faster than hundreds. Steffi Boy. So that is great. We will probably see Steffi in the pits, and we see CJ going on another lap time. But I think it's important to give other people also. Jojo, the Haas driver, was tier 1, is tier 2. I think he likes it better here. JC got pretty good points in Bahrain, and he doesn't have any fuel, so he will go into the pit lane, as Jacob is out on his other lap, and Dave is now beginning his lap. Former owner of the league, as we'll see, his teammate is currently P1. Ruben is out on his out lap as well. You see Svenske also going up. The time difference is 1.4 seconds between the top and the P13, as Dave goes purple sector 1. I think that isn't right, because Leclerc was in a 128.3, so that isn't correct. But this game is not the best when it comes to telling sector times, because this game is stupid. Is everyone going again for another lap? I didn't. Did he? He's on another lap. Dave, get back here. Thank you. So Dave currently on board with fellow Aston Martin driver. Bonus and Godzilla has joined, probably here to spectate. This can be only me one spectator. Oh, the advantage for Dave goes too wide in turn 12, and that will bite him in the dust. And his lap will not count. Jacob is out right now. 128.2. I think that's the fastest sector time we had so far in Bahrain. Of course, but in this session. Coming really hard on the curves, that it isn't the smartest thing to do. Sector 2 from here 105.9, just in the 105s. Well, we'll see what Jacob will do. He was the fastest in Melbourne. He has good pace. But we'll see what he will do. Ruben is also out on his lap, going into turn 1 now. Check across the line. 127.9. That's a 2/10 improvement compared to Leclerc, or in the 127th, and we have 10 minutes to go. But remember, track evolution is a thing, so the time that he gained properly was because wait, I need to look with, as Sweden was kind of hindering the McLaren driver there. I don't know if Ruben is on the lap. He was on the lap, so this was kind of hindering, because Sven was weaving on the straight, so that could be a penalty from Sven if that could maybe get sent, because that is kind of impeding. Well, someone's on the qualifying lap. Ruben nicely hits the apex there. Crossline go. DRS battery is probably all wide open, as crossline he will go, and what will be P15, 130.8, that he lost a lot of time. But will he go again? No, he doesn't have the battery. Yeah, he needs to go to the pits and try and go again. Lex is also out on a lap currently. No, he's probably on a cooldown lap. Jacob still fastest. Yeah, he's going to the pits now. We have Timo is also out. Is 2/10, almost 2/10 quicker. But there's a lot of time to win for the Dutch driver. As Alfie is also currently out starting his lap. We see also one of the Mercedes. I think that's at a pro. Yeah, that's sector 1. I think that's Steffi boy. Who's back out again. As we see also a couple other people, Jay-Z and Jojo. It's purple sector 2 for Timo, 106.3. But will be quicker because that is 4/10 off what I think Jacob is. So that probably will not be a purple sector. Or he just has lost a lot of time going to turn in sector 1. Because sector 3 is actually where you need the speed. Because you have 0 DRS and it's just a straight, 2 straights and 2 corners. 128.3, provisional P5 is it for Timo, and a pro is on the lap. Also 2/10 improvement from him. Yeah. So we'll see what will happen. So as I think, yeah, we also see one of the Haases actually. I think it's Jojo. No, it's Jay-Z on the lap. So we will see what they will do. Number 26 on the NASCAR. Former McLaren driver went down to tier 2. As we see Jay-Z going across the line. 129.0. That's currently P12 from him. Oh, that's wrong button. It's Alfie across the line will go. 1/10 improvement for the McLaren driver. 129.0. Not the best time for Alfie. Top G still needs to set a lap time. As he will go across the line. He will go. 128.8. P10 from him. P10 and P11 for the both Alpine drivers. And the pro went to the pit lane. Didn't improve probably. Stefan Boy also on the lap. No, he abandoned it. Probably made a mistake. So, Eddie goes P11. As IC is now under improvement a little bit. Alfie is going to the pit. He already spun. Trout is not improving that much, but we'll see what IC will do. It's keep on saying purple sector 2, but yeah, we'll see what if that's the case. But he says for every driver. Yellow sector 1, I think that's a Williams, and also a yellow in sector 2. That's the Alpine of IC. It's the Alpine of Top G. Pardon me. And yes, David, I do rechats, but this is not the point. We will discuss that later. Crossline will go for 128.3 for IC. Jacob's also out. Steffi Boy is probably he is on the lap. 5/10 improvement from him. Crossline, he will go. The air is open. P1 for him, 127.7. So we're already in the 127.7s. Jacob will start his lap now. Cloudy Popcorn is also on the lap, not improving. Svenske is improving. Yeah, improved a lot. So that's good for him. What happened? Did I get kicked or something? Or wait. Oh. I think I got kicked. Alright, we're back. I got kicked out of the lobby. But yeah, shit happens. This game is very good. But yeah, we are back again at it again. As Svenska is now in the 127.9, also in the 127s. As Alfie got disqueued, as McLaren aren't looking too strong, just like what it was in 2023. But Ruben is on the lap now. Lap title, beyond. Running boy with the McLaren driver for now, going down to sector 2. Short shifting in the 4 gears is not something you see that often, especially in this game, because grip hacks you can have in this game. Oh, Ruben locking up severely, that will cost him a lot of time. Turn 10 is the biggest up on this track for drives without ABS. But this will be a tough pill to swallow for McLaren and for me as the team principal. So this will be a rough Bahrain. Oh, shit happens. I know Alfie didn't have that much time to practice as well because he was out. Still have to respect that he even comes to this event because he hates Bahrain. But Ruben across the line, it is not an improvement. Oh, it is. Wait, it is or it is. 26.9, 7/10 off the pace. Things are not looking too well for McLaren tonight. Ruben retired, so there will not be the best day. But we have the top. We can worry about Lewis. Is he on the lap? Yes, but for second one of him. But he drained all his battery only to the first couple turns. So, but we'll see what will happen. There are a lot of people that can fight for that pole, and I think Jacob is one of them. Leclerc as well. But we'll see what will happen. Steffi is also out on track currently. Lewis is going down. I need a fucking track map for this place. I keep forgetting all the turns. This turn 12, that's turn 11, this turn 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. If I'm right. Just gotta quickly Google the Bahrain. And he will abandon it. Lewis will not improve on this lap. Jacob, I don't know if he's improving. Tacy is helping him very much in that corner. Yes, I have the track circuit of Bahrain. Yes. Oh, now to turn 12, turn 13. Zane retired. He will stay with 128.7. Jacob is improving just by a 10th. That is not enough. He needs to get pole. On board with him right now. 10% ERS will probably gain a little bit going down the last turn. Gets too much on the inside curve. That will probably hinder him a little. He doesn't have any battery left. Uses the overtake, but it's empty. It's empty. And that will be pole for him. 127.732. Steffi is also on the lap. He is not improving at the moment. He still has one more sector to go. As we see Leclerc going fastest with 127.7. 127.726. Leclerc, the top 3 is separated by less than 20,000. But Steffi Boy is not up. But he needs to win a 10th in the last sector. But we'll see what will happen. Right on board right now with him, as he's probably one of the main man to try to beat Jacob and Leclerc. As JC will retire with 128.8 across the line. He will go into the pits. It's not an improvement. As Sven is on the hot lap, but he has Timo in front of him. They are both on the hot lap, so yeah, they can cry what they want in chat, but nothing gonna happen. Dave with 128.3, very good lap time from him. As Anna Pro sticks with 128.3, it's very close together. Top 6 and top 9 separate by less than 10th. That's what you love to see. But yeah, these two are hindering. Sven, abandoning his lap because he has traffic in front of him. But that's annoying because Timo's also on the lap time. They can do nothing about this. It's just poor timing. But as it stands now, And Timo is improving at the moment, as we see a Williams with CJ coming back on the track like a madman. So if that gets reported, that will be a penalty for him, because you cannot rejoin that unsafe on the track and retire. As Timo, cuts off his lap. Sven just goes across the line for glory, but I think he will not improve. Now it's a 128, 129. As this will be it. As Jojo will stay P17, as both McLarens are down at the bottom too. As Claire is celebrating his pole, his first pole in this league. But that will be it for qualifying. But I think some hearts are low, as especially in the McLaren garage, with a not too good qualifying for him. But race qualifying is, well, race pace is important. But don't forget, the people in the Aston Martin garage must be delightful with their very first pole in here. Davis P7 currently, but Leclerc. But that will be it for qualifying here in Tier 2. As Jacob has the grid penalty, remember, so I've forgot about that. But look at the top three, separated by 0.02 of a second. That's very nice to see, as we also see the top 6 being separated by less than a tenth. It was very good qualifying, but we will see what the race will bring us in Bahrain. But we will see you in a short time for the race. We are here for the formation lap in Bahrain. As we see Ruben staying on the grid, which is too good. If he does that, keeps that up, he will be disqualified. But we will see as Stefan Boyes, it overtakes Leclerc, which he should have to place it back if that's the case. But we will see what happened. Leclerc on pole, his very first pole in Vgpr after joining Aston Martin for season 2. As he was in Tier 3 actually, but moved up to Tier 2 after pre-season testing. And he has now got them their first pole position, as Sven is P3 behind him. So it's an Aston Martin, then a Ferrari, then and Red Bull. This is good we have with Eddie and Lexi already being disqueued from the start. And Eddie apologizing in chat, which is nice to see, so people know that they can be wrong in stuff like this. Steffi just keeping on the gas, so that will probably be call time for him. Apology accepted, this is what I like to see, not people bitching about stupid shit. But sportsmanship behavior is also a good thing. I think for the driver that will probably shock you the most this race, to be fair, is Anna Pro. He has good pace, and I think if Leclerc keeps that, he will be able to fight for that victory. He can keep his lead, because Bahrain is a track where it's difficult, very difficult to pull away from somebody. If you use DRS, your ERS in the right spots, and you don't make any stupid mistakes, and the pace you have with your opponent is like similar, you cannot pull away from somebody. You can certainly notice that some people are faster, of course, but it's really difficult to pull away. As We'll see the drivers getting on the grid. As Steffi is, as Leclerc is parking that car to perfection, trying not to get disqualified, so he can have a good start. And I think he gets disqualified. He does not. Leclerc parking that car like a madman. As we see the last couple cars parking it up. Jojo is actually the last one. Goes through the cars, because you can do that in this game, because this game is so good. But it will be, as everyone parks their cars, it will be 5 red lights till we go green in Bahrain for round number 2. It's quiet. As 5 red lights go on, I hear double sounds for Bahrain. It's lights out and away we go, as we see everyone getting away slowly. I think Steffi doesn't have the best start. Swensk's already past him. The sounds are not doing too well. Down the inside goes one of the Steffi boy on the inside. A couple of contact, no car, severe damage as we make it through turn 1 safely. One of McLaren's not having a good start. The other one has had a better start as Leclerc leads him the way down to turn 4. Steffi boy trying to go down the inside. Leclerc defends off nicely as we are racing here in Bahrain. Top G having a very good stop up to P4 he is already. That's very nice to see as he gained. Lewis also with a couple places. CJ having a terrible start, dropping back down to P14. Alfie up to P16, fighting with Lexi as we see. And Lewis spun round and that's his start gone. On the soft tires he is. I think some people are on the mediums. I think some people are gonna go on the softs for the 2-stop strategy. As Alfie moves up a lot of places. Currently P14 he is already. Zane also move up places. He's currently P10 and that will be a couple more points. He's fighting with his teammate as we'll watch with them currently. As Zane is behind his teammate. He also has Eddie behind him. Gained 2 places on the start. Alfie having a very good start actually. He's now up to P14. So his race pace is pretty good. He's on the soft tire actually. So that will be something. They're all on the soft tires I think. Apart from a couple. So we'll see what will happen. Leclerc with 123.6 is the benchmark as we all are in its rain. Except for Lewis who's coming back in the back right now. Down to turn 1 we go and we see a couple of drivers, not too many. Nobody making too much contact as we see Jacob trying to get past Top G I think that is. No, I think it's Icy. That's Icy and he's past him. And the DRS is available for most drivers as we see. Oh! That is Ruben, I think. Yeah, Ruben. Yes, spun, and that is not too bad for him. That's not a good start for him. Down to P20 it is. We'll see what will happen. As Leclerc still leads them the way. CJ having a 3-second time hit for corner cutting on lap 2. And CJ falling back a lot, actually. As it's very dangerous and Trout aggressive on the inside. That is very risky to see here as Trout is defending hard. Alfie is getting involved in there and he drops back a lot of places, and this is a battle for the points because P15 gets points, remember, as Alfie is trying to fight his way through this pack and it's a lot of cars stacked up together. So and all going wide, but it's just trying not to make too much contact as we see. Oh, what the hell? Alright, Trout and JC just literally went into each other, so that was not too bad. But Leclerc is leading the way. Top G is fast, level 128.3, keeps on going, but Steffi Boy makes it very easy and is passed as Leclerc loses another place to the Alpine driver on the soft tires for Top G. So there will probably be a 2-stopper, maybe a 1-stopper if you could try to. But Leclerc is not giving this up. He's not giving this up. It's fighting the way and down to turn 4 we go as Top G has that inside line, but it does not work for Leclerc, who has the better exit, and it is Top G pushing Leclerc off. And Top G pushing Leclerc off again, and Leclerc is off the track, and that is not too nice. Leclerc rejoining safely, but Top G could get a penalty thrown his way because it wasn't too nice from him. As Steffi Boy is now out. As the Top G is not a DRS on him, but it keeps on going. But the battle in the midfield is also something we have to worry about. As Trout's on the mediums. You see, there's a lot of cars here, but they all have DRS, so it's so hard to pass here. Alfie down the inside, he goes on Lexi. Does he stick the move? He does, as I think somebody spun. Sven! Oh, Sebastian! Oh, he spun. I don't know what happened there. Maybe contact, but Ferrari is in the 1-2. Because Top G has fallen back as well. Jacob goes wide. Ferrari have the 1-2 currently. They're the only team currently in Tier 2 that has scored a 1-2. Because the rest does not have done that actually. As down the inside goes Leclerc, very aggressive on Timo. He's ghosting, but I think he will unghost now and will try to keep fighting. As we see in the background, also the other drivers fighting. You will see them climbing the hill. Very nice shot we have here of Jay-Z getting past one of the Sauber drivers. Going into the little SS section of Sector 2. Very lovely sector. As we see another Red Bull. I think that's Sven again. As that's, I think that's Popcorn fighting with Jay-Z. There's a little bit, I saw Alfie there in the background. Losing his rear there a little. There we see a V-car going down the... I keep clicking the wrong buttons. As it's just DRS, and there's a V-car coming, a V-cap sandwich for Alfie. He does not like that, and he needs to let them pass. As Lewis on the he's not on the fast start. It's Cloudy Popcorn. Still fine. It's Zane actually with Jay-Z who is fighting for the top 10. Alfie having a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit violations. As Jacob is up to P3. At Timo lost a couple of places actually. I was not paying that much attention. I was more paying attention to the back. But Timo has DRS on Top G. But it will be difficult because he also has DRS and he has the faster tire compound. Expect people for the softs, maybe box. A couple of Timo very aggressive. He overbrakes himself and that will cost him the place with Leclerc, who's already up to P4 again. Leclerc has pace in that car. And he's now with the guy who pushed him off in this same section. It's trying to go down the inside. What on earth happened there? I have no idea what happened there. But it stays clean as Timo tries to go down the inside in turn 5. That's you do not put a wheel inside of that corner. As Icy is now down him and he dives bomb in. It works out a little, but Timo does have a little bit of contact. Wheel banding is allowed, as Jacob's already up to first. With Steffi behind. As you see Alfie down the inside he goes of Lexi. Oh, and Jojo, it was a very risky move. We see Ruben spinning again. And Svenska also not having the best start. He's now P20. I think maybe he can try to go to the hearts and just try to finish right. It will be difficult, but you never know. The hearts are immortal on this game. Just remember that. Obviously on the bottom, but these are 2 points he's getting right now. You say what you want, those are 2 points. Jacob is leading the way. Steffi is behind. Leclerc does not have DRS on Steffi, so he will have a hard time to defend upon the 4 drivers behind him. I think it will be 1. I think it will be 2. It will no Leclerc defends the outside line. Down the inside he goes, and it works surprisingly. I know, Luke, but I'm commentating, so I cannot talk with you right now. Team having a 3-second time penalty right now added to his time. That will screw him. But Leclerc fighting back. Up to P3 it goes again. As Steffi and Leclerc and Icy. Did Icy just dive bomb him? I did not pay attention there. As Top G spins around. But that was very idiotic because he put the wheel on the inside. We did in that corner. Again, that's not the corner you put the wheel into the inside. This is a track where you can overtake in many corners, of course. But yeah, some corners you can't. It's Lewis, actually. Lewis lost another plate. Is now back down. Trout is up to P17. Alfie is up to P12, actually. Very good drive from him. As fast lap still is Jacob with the fast lap. So we'll see what will happen now. See all the drivers there. Some people on the hard tire. Sven has pitted actually, so that's why he's down in last to the hard tire. So we'll see what he will do. As currently at the top, yeah, it's currently fight with Steffi and Jacob, and the podium positions. Remember, points are different in this league. As we see Ruben locking up his wheels, not the best race from him. As Jacob is already in the pit lane. So will he go to the... He does... No, he goes to the one stop, I think. To the hard tires he goes. Leclerc up to P2. Steffi Boy is now in clean air. Leclerc still drives behind him. As Dave moves up to P6. Very good drive from him. It's a very solid driver. I've not seen much of him actually. Last time he officially raced was Saudi Arabia. Yesterday actually he raced again. DNF sadly. But his last proper race was also on T1 Saudi Arabia, where he got actually some pretty good points. As Alfie is now up to P10 actually. Very good stuff from Alfie. Jacob is now down to P18 after his first pit stop. So we'll see as Jojo and Eddie are fighting out in the midfield. And Ruben and Sven also. Cloudy Popcorn, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As we have 4 drivers currently with a time penalty. As Alfie, Cloudy Popcorn and CJ being one of them. Timo as well. He is stuck in the DRS train. Leclerc is gaining a little bit on Steffi, but not too much. So we'll see Hellraiser. Love your profile picture, by the way, man. But Leclerc, yeah, the gap is staying between 2.9 and 2.8 seconds. So totally getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limits. It's not too hard to manage track limits on this track, but if you're pushing really hard and you have dirty air with old tires, it's hard to contain them tires and keep going. As Ruben is off again. Not the best race from him. Probably wrong setup or something. As Steffi Boy in the pit lane for his first stop on lap 8, which is very early for the mediums. He should probably go down. He's going to the softs. Steffi going for the 2-stop strategy. That is not the smart thing. Or does he go medium soft hard? This strategy is not the right. Maybe he made a mistake. But I don't know what happened here. But yeah, Icy's now leading as Leclerc's behind him on the mediums. I don't know why the mediums running are boxing so soon, as Alfie is also in the pit lane down to hard, so that he will probably go to the end. As Icy is leading the way. Yellow sector 2, I think that's Ruben. Ruben has a puncher. Oh, he has a puncher. As Ruben has a puncher. So yeah, all hopes and dreams for Ruben are done in Bahrain. He had chances for his first pole in Australia, but sadly it's not the best day from him. It's the first time I've ever seen a puncher in league racing. Yeah, so do not crash in the pit lane after locking up, and he almost does, and he needs to keep going. Oh, it's not the best luck of Ruben tonight. Ay. He needs to go another full lap on those tires. But I think, we will probably get lapped soon, but Icy is still leading the way as Leclerc is now past him. Timo getting a 10-second time for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, that's his range gone. Otherwise, maybe we'll go to the 2-stop. I think he goes to the hards. No, to the mediums. 2-stop for Timo. Dave in the pit. 2-stop for him as well. As I think CJ in the pit lane. No, CJ will continue. Of course, he's on the hards. As Top G is in the pits. We have Anna Pro in the pits. Dave mentioned. Lewis is out on track still. JC in the pit lane. Trout in the pit lane. As Cloudy is also. No, he's not in the pit lane. Just box actually. But we'll see what happens. Let's see. Ruben is struggling on those tires. He is ghosted luckily for the front runners, so it will not cost him any time. Claire still leading on the mediums. He'll probably box in around lap 10 and go to the Zane at the 3-second time penalty for World Track Limits, as Zane is P3 currently. But remember, the top 6 still need the box, as well as Lewis and Jacob is now up to P8 with his hard tires. He's now behind Steffi Boy, but Jacob could go to the end, but it will be tough. I think 22 laps on though. I think Steffi Boy also will have a rough time, but because he needs to pit again. A lot of people need to pit again. Yeah, Ruben is going slowly. That's this flag. As Alfie is down to P16 again, but he's now on the behind the Sauber, but he has the softest tires. So softest tires, as we see, Epic Icy going in the pit on lap 9. He will go into the pit lane, and that will be his first stop. Lap 9, I should say. Yep. Leclerc continues. He is now in clear air, so he can try to make it worth. Jojo is also in the pit. Alfie getting a speed by, and Zane trying to overtake Jojo in the pit lane, which wasn't the smart idea. Jacob up to P5, and he's behind CJ. And CJ is not trying to defend this too hard, and Jacob goes past. Maybe the switcheroo for CJ. It doesn't look like it, because Jacob also has DRS of Steffi in front of him. Steffi's pushing on those tires. He really needs to, because he needs to make another pit stop. Lexi P2, but he still needs to make another pit stop as well. He still needs to pit as well. I think if we go to pit stops currently, we have the top two still need to box. We have CJ also still need to box. I think currently Steffi getting past Lexi at the moment. Yeah, down to turn. I think that's turn 8. Went past. Guessed it correctly. The goat. CJ's also still behind, but he's on the hard tire, so he will have to go to lap 20, maybe even later if he wants to make the one stop, or he goes to the to the two stop with the 2 soft tires, which is also a thing. But you gotta remember that the one stop is quicker here. It doesn't say it is, but it is, because you lose like 8 seconds with the second, and 8 seconds is still not that much with a 2-stop strategy. But that's because the tire decoration on Bahrain, it's pretty crazy. Like, for some people, if you're on fresh softs, Leclerc goes in the pits, by the way, and Steffi will probably take the lead of the Grand Prix. As I think Leclerc will fall back down, maybe to the top 10. As the other sector 2, I think it's Ruben. Yeah, Ruben, Steffi, 31.6. You will see these lap times very, like, around the 131s, 130s for the soft runners, but it will drain so hard. You will eventually be in the 131s high, and maybe even 32s at the end of the race, if you don't have, like, if you have all tires. So that will be rough for a lot of people. Yeah, the sector 2 has Ruben retired, and the safety car is out, and Leclerc has just been kicked in the nuts with this. As Ruben lost his rear, but I think that as but will people go into the pit lane? I think those on the 2-stop could go to the end. And yeah, CJ is kind of screwed actually. If he started on the medium, it would be perfect for him. But he's on the hards. This Jacob needs to let him pass. No, that was strange. But yeah, everyone that's boxed is part of CJ. Leclerc being kicked in the nuts by this. He is on the soft tire, so he will need to make another pit stop. So if you're smart, you can go to the hard tire and just go to the end. So yeah, Ruben left the session. Not the best weekend for McLaren. Alfie still on P12. That will be, I think, 6 points for them, because you will get one if you grab the point system that we use in Vgpr at the moment. You will get points down to P15. As because that will be 5 points for Alfie. As Cloudy on this debut is getting 6 points. As the rest, Dave on P8, the Aston's P6 and P8. Leclerc was on pole, but he just boxed and the safety car came out. Ruben, DNF'd on a strange play, did Lewis Hamilton. As Steffi, goes in the pits again. So I think a lot of people go. CJ also goes. Timo as well goes as well, but he needs to serve the penalty. Don't get another 10-second mate. So I think a lot of people go to the hards and to finish the race. I think Steffi is on the hards. I will quickly grab the tire compounds. We see Steffi boy on the hard tire. We see Leclerc staying out. Jacob is still on the hards. But this is also very, very good for the people on the hard runs. They could save tires. As Eddie gets a 3-second time penalty, 10-second time for declining with Zane. If that could be sent in, that could be removed. Alfie is now up to P9. Steffi would drop back. CJ went to the soft, so he will go again. I thought he would go to the mediums, but the soft tires Timo will be lost because of his 10-second time penalty. And of course, remember, there were double stacking the Ferraris. As Vgpr is not doing too good. Trout is now up in the points. Zane is also in the points now. Swen is up to P13 after dropping back a lot, after stopping very early, after stopping in lap 5 actually. As Jacob leads the way. We have top G behind with Leclerc on soft. So Leclerc will the people that are probably the best in this race are Steffi and team. If Steffi is, I don't know what happened in the midfield. Alf is also not too shabby, but I think Steffi has the biggest chance, and Icy as well, for winning, because remember, Dave and Pro and Leclerc and Topsy all need to make another pit stop because they are not reaching 17 laps, 18 laps on those tires. Leclerc especially, those soft tires are dead after 5-6 laps. Then you can drag them out a little bit long, but eventually you need to pit. So Leclerc will probably go to the pits again around lap 20, I say so. Maybe 21, 22. Probably set another set of soft tires and we'll go to the end. So Leclerc has not done the one stop. Alfie's on the one stop currently still. Jacob as well, which is good for him because he boxed pretty early, lap 7 from the medium tires. A lot of people don't know that you can drive long with tires. Like, you know, Roman got a puncture. I don't know how he got a puncture. Maybe spinning too much and getting too much tire, or riding a wall, or just hitting some debris. It's all possible, as we see in the Haas. It's Eddie. Eddie going to the pit, I think, is that to serve his penalty? Because if he does, that's nuts. I didn't think he had a penalty. Will he just box? Yeah, oh, he has front wing damage. He collided with Zane, that's why. He has front wing. Eddie will be down below them. So, yeah, Timo is now P18. So, he needs to make up a lot of ground after serving the 10-second time penalty. But that will help, because now he doesn't have the 10 seconds. And Zane and Lexi, I don't know why they are switching position. They need to stay behind each other. But for now, I think this will be an interesting race to see. Because the tire strategy on Bahrain is an interesting one. Because also in another league I did, some people opted for the 2-stop and some did the 1-stop. I did personally a 1-stop from soft hard, and I went to, I think, lap 8 or something on the soft tire, lap 87 on the soft tires, and then boxed and to the hard and then finished the race on that. I became P2 after fighting a glorious fight with my teammate after just saying fuck team orders and just go with it, as we see Leclerc lagging a little bit. But Top G and Einar have 3 seconds. Jacob is clean, I think, from many warnings. Leclerc as well, as also Cloudy and Alfie and CJ and Sven are, yeah. So the warming the tires, I think safety car will go in in this lap. So we'll see what will happen. Jacob will lead the pace. I think after this we will see what will happen with the safety car. Maybe up on the screen, by the way. So I think will we see it now? I don't know. No, we don't see anything. Safety car's not flashing, so we'll do another lap then. So that will be lap 15, then lap 14, 15 we restart. Because if the safety car goes in the pit lane now, it's way too late. So yeah, that will be that. No, it's in this lap. What the hell? Well, Jacob needs to get on the gas fast because the line is coming and he needs to go now. And I think he went. We're back again with racing. As you see Alfie going very wide, Topsy, and Icy defending for his life for Alfie behind him, Jacob leading the way, as we see Cloudy Popcorn making up places, as we see other places, as we see Alfie glitching a little bit, but getting past to P8, as he's wheel banging with Jay-Z. Everything is going right so far. The ghosting a little bit now, but Leclerc went up to P1 actually. Jacob is now down to P3. Leclerc on the soft tires, he needs to win that lot of time. Sven and CJ finding it out. Jacob going wide. Dave up to P3. Jacob is not giving us up without the fight as he gets past the other sector 2. Somebody spun. It's Jay-Z. Jay-Z spun around Alfie up to P7. Eddie Cloudy in P6, Steffi up to P8 as well, Jojo up to P9. As we see other people, Zane falling down as the both V-Cubs are fighting. Zane is trying to get past Lewis. Lewis has the more straight line speed and he will get past. As Zane dive bombs in. That's not the smartest thing to dive bomb in that corner, Zane. As Lewis is now down to 18, losing 3 plays in one corner because of Zane's dive bomb. But we'll keep fighting as Zane. That's a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Leclerc leading away with 1.3 seconds. But I think the battery is taking a toll on some drivers. But we'll see what happened. No, I need this. Thank you. Right, this is better because now you can see more. Yippee! As Steffi Boy is overtaking Alfie on the straight. But Alfie, this will be Davis. This goes in Jojo on the inside. Keep it clean, gents, and they can. Yeah, this is not the best. As Steffi and Alfie, they cannot do anything about it. Jojo was on the inside. They will just lock wheels as, yeah, they both fall back. Steffi actually has the best consequence because he's still in P8. Alfie went dropped back to P12, P11 actually. Oh, is he there? Jojo going off in the barrier. And Timo getting past as that was a close call from the Haas. As Sven is up to P8 as Trout goes down the inside. There's a lot of glitching going on. I don't know why. Cars are just glitching everywhere. This game is not good. I swear to God, this game is so shit. There's wheel banding going on for days. Back there as Leclerc is now 2.3 seconds clear of top G. So Leclerc is pushing on those tires. And I give him the right to do so. I don't know what's happening as well. Top G getting another 3-second time penalty. So there will be 6 seconds from him. But some people are just dive bombing a little bit too much. Timo getting another 3-second time penalty. You see Sven going wide. Timo getting past him. Oh, Jesus. It was looking good for some people, but Steph is now up to P6. There, 130.7. As we see Trout going wide. Oh, we see Jay-Z, Jojo, and I think Jojo and Eddie, yeah, colliding at the back. As we see Zane going into the pit, Cloudy going into pit lane. Has he picked up damage? No, yes, he's just going to the hards because making his final pit stop. He should have done that on the safety car, mate. Because now, yeah, it's kind of screwed. Jacob is up to P2. Dave is fighting for the podium here. Dave is also looking rapid today. Steffi, yeah, also trying. Alfie up to P8. Both Mercedes are up to in the points. Timo is now up to P11. He's behind. He goes on the inside and he makes stick 2 cars in 1 corner. You don't see that normally, but I think Timo will have a rough time trying to defend this. As there is a Mercedes on the inside. Now you have the inside line. As we see a little bit of pushing there. I think Trout misses his braking point a little bit. And then end up going into Timo. But I think it will keep clean. It does a little bit. But yeah, Timo pushed closing the door on Trout. But turn 10, 11 is not also the best corner to overtake, to be honest. So what you want? Yeah, sec 2, I think it's one of the Hasses. I think it's Jojo. Jojo spinning around. Not too best race of him. As Jacob is losing a lot of time to Leclerc. Leclerc has 3 points. It's almost 4 seconds now between them. But Jacob has to fight. Remember, but Leclerc has a pit stop to make still. That's the annoying part. Oh, and Dave is still behind there. The Aston Martins are looking good. On the inside, trying to go for the switchback. Timo and fighting for P9. The Mercedes drives and the Ferrari. As Alfie is, Alfie still P8. CJ is up to P7. He has Alfie in his rear wingers. He has front wing damage, but CJ is on the stop, so he will need to pit again. So if you go look to the tires currently, Leclerc needs to stop. CJ still needs to stop. Jojo's in the pit, so he will make his final pit stop. Eddie probably needs to stop again, because he will not make to the medium brothers and a pro. JC all need to go to the end. Saying getting another 3-second time. It will be 9 seconds to him. Jacob could go to the end. Steffi retired. Oh, what happened there? Did he? Wait, where is he? He retired. He just retired his car. And I don't know what happened. Did he? He just retired. Steffi is out of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Sven getting a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, pen 0. Not took Alfie having 6 seconds. Yeah, everyone has 6 seconds. Sven having 3, and yeah, that happens. Pen now 4.8 seconds between Jacob and the rest. So that's pretty good. Timo is now behind Alfie. Actually, almost, but Steffi retired. I don't know what happened with him. Jojo getting passed now. But yeah, I don't know why he retired. Did he get damaged? Did he collide or did he rage quit? We have no clue. Maybe he needed to go. I have no. Sven is in the pit lane again, so yeah, Sven will not. I think not score any points. Leclerc still, but I think the gap is trailing now a little bit. Top G is still behind on the medium tires, but 11 laps, 12 laps to go. That's a long way. Yeah, Steffi has left. I don't know what happened with him. But yeah. 5.1 second it is now. The soft tires are holding up pretty good for Leclerc. As I think, yeah, also here, Alfie's now in DRS from CJ. As we see also the top 3 still fighting for the podium. As in the back, we see the last people fighting for the last couple points. It's Lexi and Zane. As Jay-Z is also still fighting for points. And Alfie's winning a lot of time as CJ, who doesn't have the front wing to cope in sector 2. As Alfie's now behind him. I think if he's smart, he will do it in turn 1. He will stay behind. Alfie's smart, doesn't fall into the DRS trap, but Timo is now behind him. And Timo is trying to get past Alfie as well. As you see, Dave and Jacob both going to the pit lane. They will go to the 2-stop. Whoa, I did not see that coming. That Jacob goes to Alfie now up to P4. As CJ loses all their places, Timo is now up. I think that's Timo now up to P4. Alfie lets him go, doesn't want to fight him too hard. That's a smart way to do, but I think now Timo doesn't have DRS. No, he doesn't. So Timo needs to defend from Alfie. But I did not expect Jacob to pit again. I thought he would go to the end, but on the mediums, he's down to P13. And I think, yeah, the rest will just continue. Alfie and Timo will just keep going. Because, yeah, you can finish that. And they will probably... I think Timo is the best one now to claim victory. Surprisingly enough. Yeah, I see actually. Because I think Alfie is pretty long on those tires. 11 laps. Locking up pretty severely. You need to stay in that DRS range of Timo. And he still has it for this straight. But we'll see what will happen. But this just turned everything upside down. Dave is also in the pit. Went to the hard. So he will finish. So, yeah. I think, did they screw up Jacob and Dave? Because Dave needed to pit again, of course, but Jacob could have went to the end on the tires. It may not look like it, but he could have. Maybe because Leclerc needs to pit. He will probably pit this lap. Oh, he doesn't. He will continue. Leclerc on the soft, he will not finish the race on those compound though. He will get a puncher. That's 100% because those tires will be 50% right now. Top G behind, free air. I see. Currently an Alpine, it's an Alpine 1-2 as it stands. As CJ gets past Alfie, the DRS is powerful, and the soft tires of CJ's car are holding up surprisingly well with his front wing damage as well. Very good drive from CJ. Timo up to P4 as Lewis gets a 3-second tire penalty that will hurt him. Trout, the sector 2, that's Jojo who spun. Jacob is now behind Eddie. And Eddie lets him pass without too much question. Swen with 113.6 will get the fast lap. There will be 1 extra point from him at the end of this race. If his teammate doesn't snatch it, because he's on the faster tires. But yeah, we will see, because I think Leclerc will box his lap. He will go to the soft tires or the mediums, because he started on the mediums. So it will probably be medium soft, which I didn't expect for him. I expect a lot more people to follow the one-stop, but I think a lot of people don't know that the one-stop strategy is superior on this track. But it will be as Alfie and CJ are still fighting out there for P5. But Trout is on paper P5 actually. No, he's actually on paper P4 because Timo is. CJ is in DRS of Timo, which is helping, but now he doesn't have DRS. But CJ, I think Leclerc will continue on. Leclerc will continue on, zinging another 3 seconds. Those tires will be dead. 10 laps on softs. Leclerc, bro. What the fuck? I mean, he's winning time on top G. Will you go to the end of those tires? I think Leclerc with the one stop on the medium soft for 10 more laps as JC gets past Lexi. Oh, Lexi going to the pits. JC going to the pit lane. Jacob 130.4. That's a fast lap for him. Up to P11 he goes. And Jacob needs to push like crazy as Trout is currently on paper P4, I think. As we quickly look, he is on paper P4 for Trout. I think he isn't just P3. If he pushes a little bit more, gets into the 30-second gap of top G, then he is in P3. But Leclerc is still holding up with those tires, which is pretty impressive. Which I am surprised with. Alfie's still leading the way. Leclerc's still leading the way on those soft tires. So I'm very surprised actually that you can do that. Very good driver, of course, Leclerc is. He has proven himself many times. Actually went to Xbox. He's currently on a controller compared to wheel, which I'm very impressed because driving on control on this game is not too hard. It's pretty hard. As yeah, like I think he needs some bugs. Leclerc cannot continue with this. He will. Leclerc will go into the pit lane at lap 21 for his final stint on the soft tires, and he gets no Leclerc. Oh, that's sad. 10-second time penalty for Leclerc. We're speeding in the pit lane. He goes to mediums. As we see Top G also going into the pit lane. As Icy takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Timo moves up to P2. Alfie moves up to P3. Trout moves up to P2 actually. With the penalties of course we have. Lewis up to P3. As we see... Does he get ahead? He is ahead of Jacob though. Leclerc is still ahead of Jacob. But if Leclerc, maybe it's a glitch, we don't know. If it is a glitch, Leclerc could send it in and maybe can get removed. But for now, it will be 10 seconds. Oh, Lewis! No, it's Lexi. Poor guy. Who's spawn and exit of turn 3. Dave up to P10 now. The Popcorn and CJ fighting it out. CJ went to new soft tires. As Cloudy being very rough with CJ. But some people like it rough, some people like it slow, some people like it fast. Hey, do what you want. And I'm not just talking about on track, I'm talking about in the bedroom. Hey! Alright, I'm a horny teenager, what do you expect? Icy still leading the way, Timo down to P2, Alfie P3 currently, but I think he will be moved down to P5 with penalties? I will quickly check. He will. Zane will move down a lot with his 12 seconds. Helly boy. It's always allowed. Get away with comments. I cannot see what's happening in second. Is Jojo. Said Jojo. Yeah. Icy still in the way. Timo is not far behind, but Timo has 6 seconds he needs to worry about. So let's just say I have experience in the bedroom. You do not expect that from me, but yeah. Yeah, Leclerc is also pretty screwed. With his 10 seconds, if he just wanted to pit slowly, yeah, just careful, then he could have gotten, I think, even P in the podium. Trout is now the best, actually. He will get P2. And he's behind Alfie. Alfie is struggling on those hard tires, but he needs to continue, because if he pits now, he would just drop back all the way. Alfie, well, complete comeback drive from in up to the podium as he lets Trout pass. Trout going out the inside of Alfie. Also Trout these two started at the back, ladies and gentlemen. Now up into the podium. They're fighting for the podium. Trout up to P3. He's on fire right now. Lewis is not far behind Alfie as well. I think I will quickly look at the tires. Yeah, Lewis is on 2 lap fresher hards than Alfie. Alfie still needs 7 more laps. So it will be 22 laps. But it's possible. As Timo is now catching rapidly. As Jojo retired. Safety car's out! Oh my goodness me! Everyone will go to softs. This will be a chaotic stint for the rest. Holy shit. Is nobody get a penalty in the pit lane? Be careful so you don't lose your wing. Trout's still going to pit. Some people are staying out. I think everyone will go to the pit lane, of course. Everyone needs to go. Zane getting screwed with a 10 seconds, so that will be a race over him. As you see Jacob, Jacob continue. Leclerc as well. Oh, and yeah. And Jacob is back into the winning spots. Yeah, people will pit. I think a lot of people will box, but some stay out. Like the people who boxed earlier, they can stay out. Top G is actually very generous for Top G. Not the P4 again. But yeah, Leclerc would have won actually with penalties if he kept Jacob behind. But the soft tires are behind them. But I think because Alfie went to the mediums. Actually, it's now down to P11. Swan, boxed again. So this will be a very chaotic final laps. I think it will be 4 to 5 laps of racing, maybe 3 if it takes too long. But this will be very chaotic. So yeah, Lewis leading the way. But if you go look here, 3 seconds. If you could pull away from Jacob, if Leclerc holds up Jacob, Lewis could win. But I think Jacob also needs to worry about Top G behind him and Dave. Icy is also there with mediums. We have Timo with fresh softs. With Shroud, I think, as well with fresh softs. Alfie's on mediums and Lexi's on hards. But people with time penalties will probably get screwed pretty badly. Just because, damn, it speaks for itself. Say will not score any points because of the 22 seconds. I don't know even how you get 22 seconds on Bahrain. 10 seconds, I could see you speeding in the pit lane. Maybe a free, like that's acceptable. But 22? Boom! That's crazy. Yeah, I hope it doesn't go shit as well with the safety car restart as it did with just going into the pit lane at the last bit. I see, is that Louis? No, I think that's Icy. Lexi going to the pit lane. So he will sacrifice. Yeah, I think it's best because, yeah, it's still, because Lexi can actually win a lot of places because of the time. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people have penalties. 6 people do not have a penalty, which are Lexi, JC, Trout, Icy, Dave, and Jacob. Those do not have a time penalty. Jacob is now the best of the bunch to try and get into, try to win. He won in Australia with a very easy race win, to be honest. But now, this is why I kind of love Bahrain. The racing here is pretty good. You can overtake a lot, but the strategy here is also very good. So yeah, we will see what will happen. As the tires you can see, Lewis is the only one on 10 lap older tires. The rest are on fresh tires and not that old tires. He's gonna have to defend against Leclerc, who is on fresh mediums. Jacob with 7 lap old mediums. Top G with fresh softs. Dave is on the hards, not too old. Those are not too bad as well. Icy with fresh mediums. Timo and Trout and Alfie both, Trout and Timo both on soft tires. Alfie on fresh mediums. Both Saubers on fresh tires. Zane will not score any points, of course, of the penalties. JC, also on soft tires, will probably gain a lot of places if he keeps it clean. Lexi as well. Eddie has caught up as well. We have 3 retirements. But this will be a chaotic restart. I think, safety car in this lap. Lewis could make out the tempo, like the speed of the cars. And he goes slowly, which I can understand. As it will be difficult for him to keep them behind. Leclerc on fresh tires, Jacob on fresh tires. This will just be a Max and Lewis situation. But when will we go? That's the question we will see. My guess is just a little bit off this corner. We'll go to a little bit side, try to keep his tires, and he will go now. And he's gone, and we'll go racing again in Bahrain. Leclerc has a very good restart. He's already behind him, but Jacob is already beside him. So we will see. We will try to watch with what will happen there. Also in the background, we see the rest of the drivers forming up. As I think some people lost places. As Jacob got a 3-second time penalty, and Icy is certainly the best one. And we see FC Dave getting hit off the track, so that's not too bad for him. As Lewis and Leclerc are fighting, Leclerc getting past, taking the lead. Icy is now and Jacob has a time penalty, but this will be chaos as Jacob gets pushed wide by Top G. Dave retired from the session, so that's not good for him. Oh, that's so sad. I feel bad for him. As CJ is now up to P6, Timo is now down to P7. As Alfie is also fighting. As Timo goes down the inside. And Jacob as well shunts off. As we see Lewis spin around. As Lewis spins around. And Jacob getting a 10-second time for colliding with. And Jacob is now getting moved down because of that collision. And Leclerc is clear now. It's 1 second, but the 10 seconds will ruin him. As Icy will probably win then. It's Jacob, he also has penalties. Timo has penalties. Top G has penalties. Shroud is probably gonna climb up to P2. As it's just a drive for survival here. We do not care about the tires. We will see what will happen as we ride on board with Alfie. I will drive on board with Top G. As we see Timo flashing in front of him. Leclerc, Icy has DRS on Leclerc with 3 more laps of racing to go. As Top G trying to go down the inside. And he got hit! Top G got hit by somebody. I think it was CJ. I have no clue, but a lot of people losing their places at the end. We see Dave has lost his place due to a collision. We see Lewis falling back drastically, and Top G as well falling back drastically. This is not what I expected for a Bahrain. As we see Leclerc still leading the way, but he will probably go off the line first as Anna Pro. So down to P12. Sven is up to P11 now. As both Saubers are still, and Alfie is fighting with Zane. Zane has fresh tires, but if Zane's made, I don't know why Zane is fighting pretty rough with Alfie, and I think Alfie just lets it be. Now the inside goes, contact is made by them. I think Alfie's the smartest if he just lets him by. He has the fresher tires and just follow him. Because Zane is pushing pretty hard, but it's not too smart for Zane to push that crazy on the tires. As Alfie tries to go down the inside of turn 13, you don't see that often. As Leclerc still leads with Icy's now. Yeah, Icy's the best one to win because Jacob is 13 seconds. Timo is behind Jacob. He's flashing. As doesn't have any ERS. 11% is. Yeah, and it will not be an easy pass from Timo down the inside. He will try to go, and he does make it stick. Jacob tries to fight it. The fresher tires are just too good. As Timo moves up to P3. As Ice is now in the DRS of Leclerc. Leclerc is not pulling away that well. I think Ice would like to win on track, which is a good feeling to have. Leclerc would love to win on track, but on paper it will be the Alpine driver who will win. Timo is not that DRS, but he can get P2. And Trout will probably get P2 actually. So we'll see what will happen. Alfie's in the DRS of CJ. This will be a chaotic final 2 laps. Will we have everyone will get points if you look here, but point is every place matters, every point matters. As Icy gets past Leclerc and Timo is now behind him, and I think Leclerc will drop back a little bit, but if Timo is smart, he will just stay behind Leclerc, because I don't know what they will do. He has it on hot lap. You should regenerate here, just because you have the DRS straight in front of you, mate. But final lap will go for after 29 laps in Bahrain. As Timo goes wide. Timo lost his rear there. As Icy needs to defend, but Leclerc zooms past him with ease. Down to turn 1 we go. As Timo stays behind and nobody does anything stupid I see so far. As CJ tries to go down the inside of Trout. He makes his sticks. As Trout does try to switch back. And they go wheel to turn 3. And they make a little bit of contact, but Trout stays at. What a beautiful battle we see here. As Alfie also tries to get past CJ. As they go too deep. As Alfie gets Alfie past. No, Alfie does not get past. A lot of fighting we'll see. As Leclerc is back on top as well. Timo is still down in P3. As Top G and Anna Pro get past. Cloud Popcorn. As we see somebody spin. Who spun? CJ. CJ retired. He retired. I don't know why he retired. Because you get points, mate. Idiot. As Leclerc, as Icy and Timo are still fighting, but if Timo, because nothing will happen as Jacob, but Leclerc is now 1.8 seconds ahead. If it was a 1 second penalty, he would be celebrating, but it isn't a 1 second, it's another 0 at the end. So sadly for him, it will not be, and Alfie gets another 3 second time penalty, so it is not good for him as well. But on paper, it will be Leclerc, on track it will be Leclerc. But sadly, on paper, it will be Icy. Leclerc got the right foot, but Icy will win the Bahrain Grand Prix after a good drive. Trout P2, JC Games is P3, Sven is P4, Lexi is P4 actually. As Zane has lost his front wing actually. I have no clue what the standings are. Sven is P5, Jacob is Jacob. I don't know where Jacob is. Lexi's driver of the day. But we will see what the results are. I have no clue. I know JC got the podium. It was chaotic racing, but a little bit of contact, a little bit of racing. That is what it's Quality Motorsport. IC winning the Bahrain Grand Prix. We have a Trout on podium and JC with his first ever podium in the Vgpr. As IC will take the trophy. As IC will take home the trophy, and Lexi is P4 after this comeback drive, as Leclerc is P6, Eddie is P7, Timo is P8, we see Alfie is P9, Top G is P6, P10, Jacob is down to P11, Ina Pro down to P12, and we see also Cloudy in P13, and we see Zane in P14. CJ is, funny enough, retired on the last lap after getting points, because you get 1 point from being 15. But this will be the result of Bahrain. We will let the FIA do their job if they drivers want to send in stuff. But it was VGPR round 2 in Bahrain. We will see you next week. I believe I will quickly check because I forgot. I think it's go time. Hold up. Oh, this Discord's too big. As we will go to Spain, so we will see you next week in Spain for round number 3.